So here's another example that you can use for the activity, and in this one, you're not necessarily using the ripple tank or anything else. This time you're using a laser, and we're trying to use it off a surface like light. I'm sorry, not light. We're trying to see how light reflects off maybe things like water or some other custom material. Um, Here, though, you're going to notice this actually is a great demonstration of the angles and how you're going to perceive the angles of everything. Now, do note, um, when we talk about angles for reflection, it's actually a little weird. Look at how the angles of this is. Notice everything is from it's not from this outside perspective, as you traditionally think. It's actually from the perspective of the barrier in a weird sort of way. So it's like you put a protractor on the barrier and you're trying to measure how much angle there is between the perpendicular of the barrier here and also your light waves. So notice here we have set up our protractors like this, right? And you're going to actually have to do this if you try it through the ripple tank too. You're going to set up your protractor or whatever you have like this, and you're looking at it from the perspective of the bear. But notice here you have 90, here you have 90, and you set it up there. 0 is your normal. Okay, so it's kind of an odd translation. But what you're going to do is actually just kind of roam around, and you see 0, you're just hitting the wave straight into the barrier. That's kind of what we call the 0 position, right? It's not moving. It's the nominal position. You notice if you turn on this laser, nothing really happens. It gets really interesting, though, if you kind of move it a little bit. Oh, dang it, it's sometimes a little tricky to move. You see, now I am 30 degrees between the normal of the barrier and the light wave. And I'm going to go, well, I would turn this on to show you what happens, but you guys can do that yourself. But the light is going to go through at 30 degrees here. So this is kind of how the angles work for the entire barrier and reflection. And this is kind of what you need to think about, and there's a reason why we do this. As you get further in the activity, you'll kind of realize, it's like that's how it works. So we're actually going to look at it from this perspective. All right, hopefully this helps you, and I will go ahead and see how you do on this activity.